the male energy that I lost and I didn't get to experience from my dad, I get to experience in these just amazing men in my life. My name is Kim Cavell. I am an actor and filmmaker, and these are Diaries of a Filmmaker. I had a very anxious moment today because when I go from one quarter to the next quarter, and I'm usually very aware of it, a lot's happened, but time's gotten away from me work-wise. My work schedule has been crazy. It's been good, like a lot of good stuff's happened, but I'm just thinking, I'm just decompressing from. I thought I was 4 days out from another quarter ending, and I'm not. I'm a month and 4 days, which was a relief, because for an hour I was really like getting frustrated with myself. These things really do take time, so if you're on kind of a good rhythm and something upsets that rhythm, that can be pretty difficult. I know that I wasn't happy with the press conference. I have been able to shoot more docuseries stuff since then, because I'm documenting the entire process. So it's not just, hey, finish your script and sell your script as a writer. It's finish your script, build your pitch deck, build your business deck. I'm doing something that I really haven't done before. So I'm learning as I'm going, learning that, okay, A24, they have their finance locked for 3 years. I knew this when I came out of the shoot. I already knew I was disappointed, and I couldn't tell if I was sagging myself out, I was being too hard on myself. Then I had a meeting with a DP who I already met with literally over a year ago, and I wanted him to shoot this with me. And I don't know why I got it in my head that somehow I couldn't get him. It's not that I have an enormous outstanding budget, but it just means that I'm not gonna let money get in the way. When I met with him, we went over, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I laid it all out. I said, here's where I went wrong. I put in too much dialogue. This was not lit correctly. There's certain things that I knew on the day that I was, and not as the actor, but as the person driving the movie. I'm the person pitching the movie. I'm the person who's written the movie. I'm not gonna direct it, but you know, that day I was directing and I didn't do myself, and in turn other people, but myself justice. And that's frustrating. I mean, I'm over it, but it did set me back time-wise. Not only do you have to like decompress a tiny bit from that, then you also have to go, okay, so what did we learn here? Okay, this is what I'm not gonna do, 1, 2, 3. Okay, but what am I gonna do? 4, 5, 6. How do I achieve 4, 5, 6? 4, 5, 6 involves other people, and I don't expect them to. They're not gonna get up at 4 or 5 a.m. and answer my call. So obviously I'm not calling them at 5 a.m. But some of these questions and some of these things that I want moving around, I want it, you know, I wanted it yesterday. I've had to learn patience and navigating, okay, am I being patient, or am I procrastinating? Am I, you know, that's something that I'm gonna continue to learn for the rest of my life, I think. Whoa, oh, it's the shadow. God, I thought I was seeing some shit there. But when I sat down with him, it was a great meeting. Things that he referenced without me even prompting him were exactly the imagery and the movies that I had in my mind too. So I knew it was a good fit. I already kind of knew it was a good fit, but I knew then it was a solid fit. And then there's a lot for me to do on my end. So, okay, just go away, do a lot on my end, come up with a shot list. And it's, you know, it's a long, detailed document. It's not just like a few little ideas. We go back and forth, and we go back and forth over here. So these things, they don't take 2 weeks to arrange. And me being me, like I said, I just want it. It's hard when you visualize something for so long and now you're ready, and the things that were holding you back then are no longer holding you back now, but now there's other logistical things that you have to navigate. So I panicked a bit today thinking that I was coming to the end of another quarter, and it lit like a fire under me. And just lately, a lot of people have been very supportive of me, just in general, not just to do with this project, but just in general. And the people who I always wanted it from, they never really gave it to me like that. It's been very beautiful, but it's also been a lot, like it's a bitter pill to swallow to see so many people back you when they're right there behind you. If you literally think of the visual of people right behind you, like, come on, let's go. And you're thinking of the people that are like falling back behind you, that I wanted right behind me, but they never were gonna get there. They're never gonna get there. It's not like, hey, I'll never see you again, but it's kind of like, for right now, I can't really talk to you right now because you remind me of discouragement. You remind me of limiting beliefs. You drag me into that feeling of I'm not going to do it and I'm a fucking failure. And I know that that's not true, but it's made me a little cold and a little distant. Every time worried that the people right behind me, backing me, don't really have me like that. Know that that's not real, that's just your fear, that's just your fear. They then like present me with some more positive evidence of the fact that like, no, people really do have you. and they really do believe in you, and they really do believe in this movie, and they really do believe in your protein business. They really do believe in your docuseries. They really do see you in that way, and I'm just really thankful for those people. And not because, oh, you give something to me or you validate something in me, but just I feel seen, and I know that I make other people feel seen. So it's nice to experience that. Cry me fucking river white, but having that, providing that masculine energy that was missing before my dad died and definitely was missing afterwards has just been shown to me by really great men in my life who believe in the movie, who see me in that way, who believe in me as a leader, who see me as a valuable person to have on board on their team. The men who show up for me and open doors for me, pushing me, and not in like a pushing way, but in a like a, this is great, let's do this thing. They're just waiting on me. Not only with the movie, and not only with the docuseries about the movie, my protein bar business, that from like, okay, it's this, it's that, this is how I see it over here, and I'm finally getting to a place where it's something that I can see the scope for it. Because unfortunately, like the way that my mind is, if it just feels like it's only ever going to be this small, I'm probably not going to have the same vigor for it as when I know I can like scale it, because I do feel like I think pretty big like that, and I always have. It's annoyed a lot of people around me because I've not come from that. So I've always, even when I was a kid, I just knew that I was going to be a millionaire. I just knew. If I don't see it part of the dream, like to me, if you're not the one, then you're not it, and I don't care. And there's very little time and energy that goes into that, or to you, or to, I think that you're just somebody casual. The amount of effort that I can really put in is very minimal. That's fucked up to say, but it's the truth, you know what I mean? I only want to build for, I only have one life, I want it to be spectacular. People, it just puts you on like a mode that some people love and some people appreciate and some people really don't. And I don't even know if my dad would have appreciated it if he was alive. I don't really know. I probably would have pissed him off quite a bit. I feel like the male energy that I lost and I didn't get to experience from my dad, I get to experience in these just amazing men in my life. So some of the energy that you get, and I said this to a friend a very long time ago, was like, you will get everything that you need in terms of like love and resources and advice and stuff. It just might not always come in the